Hello everybody, I'm Rhinocio, and today I'm drawing a picture for my friend. Backstory time, I have this friend called Spooks, and he does amazing art. He's a boss at line art, and I am extremely jealous and also really inspired, and also I love his original characters, and he does really pretty stuff, and you all should check it out, because he also does commissions. And the point is, I wanted to draw his character Luna, because she's baby. Okay, for realsies though, my gushing aside, my friend Spookymodernjazz is an amazing artist and does incredible line art, and I would die to have a fraction of the line art skills. So I decided as a birthday present to him, I would try to mimic some of what he does in a watercolor drawing of his character Luna. I'm an extra big fan of Spook's stuff because he's all about gender non-conforming characters and having really diverse characters. He also does a lot of really cool like monster and horror stuff. That's not the focus of today's drawing. I just love having an excuse to yell about it. Anyway, we're getting to the point now. I am drawing the sketch today with a colored pencil. I think this is one of my old Prismacolors specifically, but honestly I just grabbed a pencil that was a nice light color that I felt would go with whatever color scheme I was gonna do. Didn't end up being the same color scheme, but I intended to lean towards more blues and silvers, so my head was in the right place. The last time I did a watercolor, I made the mistake of doing full line art and really complex lines before I put the watercolor on, and then actually painting ended up muffling the lines and making them really faint and foggy. So this time around, I just did enough line art to get the general shape down, as well as some cross-hatching for marking where I wanted shading at, and then started laying down the watercolors. And it's at this point that I must confess that this drawing gave me so much trouble with the colors. I had the worst time trying to figure out how to color coordinate Originally I wanted to go with a lot of silvers and blues, kind of a moon-ish theme, but then I got some color references for Luna and I realized her hair was brown, and that probably a warmer palette would work better with her skin tone, so I ended up doing red for the dress. I struggled with this for a while, especially where I'm not totally confident with watercolors yet. This was a lot of trial and error and a lot of colors getting blotchy and me not wanting to put too many on the page, but not too little because I didn't want the water to start warping the page, etc, etc, etc. So what I ended up doing was letting it sit overnight, and in the morning I was like, okay, I need to change what I'm doing. So first of all, I changed the taping. It's not good to just put tape on the corners of the paper like I was thinking. Watercolors can warp the paper a lot, so you want to put tape all along the sides, all along every side to keep that thing pressed flat. And then I upgraded myself from a recycled pie tin to a plastic dollar store palette to put my watercolors on and mix my colors. Because everything dried out too quick on the pie tins and I didn't have divided specific sections to keep my colors so they were all bleeding together and I didn't want things to get messy. So, round 2, fight to! Right off the bat, I decided that the colors weren't dark enough, they weren't bold enough, so I went in with some reds and I went in with some browns and I made everything more vivid. And then I went through the very scary process of making the entire background wet and doing a wet on wet technique to give it a dark background, which I did in the hot sun, which was not smart, don't do that. And then I went back through with my inking pens and I went and got myself a bigger inking pen. So now I'm working with a .08 and I did all that big, delicious line art that Spook Stuff just has naturally, but he does on the fly. I don't know how you do it. Oh, I also forgot to film it, but I outlined Luna's silhouette in a shimmery gray gel pen, because my monkey brain likes shiny things. And then I once again went through the very fierce battle of trying to get my white gel pen to work. I don't know what it is with these things, they hate me. And at last, she was finished. Except for the part where I had to clean up all the edges with some white paint because I made them really messy and I didn't have proper lines of tape, and this is why you should have proper lines of tape. Learn from me! Anyway, happy birthday, Spooks. I hope you like this, and I hope everyone else liked this, and if you liked it, please feel free to subscribe, and I will see you around. Bye!